Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. Except that... oh, I reckon that we could get another layer on here if I do it on our level platform down here where we're going to be building our Tailor. So I'm going to bring these down here to the dead level platform because I think this will actually make a difference. And I will unload them there, and then I'm going to go and get the rest of the strawberries. There's quite a few. So we're going to be making 2 trips. I'm going to buy a second trailer. I am actually going to do it. I did wonder about whether or not I should, but I'm going to. I'm going to buy... there we go. Right, so I've got way more produce here than we can take in one load. Buying a second trailer means that we will be able to carry the silage down a little bit faster. We'll have to come up this back road. I don't think the tractor will cope with going up the other way. I genuinely thought we would get 2 layers on here. Apparently we will not, so we're just going to have to do it like that. Hopefully we can get other things going. Ooh, very nearly ran into the side of that car. Alright, October is the month where it is all happening, so I need to get this down to the supermarket, and I need to get it sold. We will then immediately buy a second one of these trailers. We will come back up. We will load all the rest of the pallets that we've got onto, hopefully, the front trailer, and we will also load up the... she will load the front trailer with silage bales, and we'll load the back trailer with all of the pallets that we can carry, and then we will take both trailers down the valley. We will sell off the remainder of the pallets. We then need to head over to the animal dealership and sell the first load of silage bales. Then we go back up the mountain with the 2 trailers that we've got and pick up the rest of the silage bales, take those down to the animal dealership, sell all of those, and start the... and then we have to buy the Tailor. And we can also... actually, yeah, because I want to say... I said I was going to sell all the silage bales before I buy the Tailor, because I want the flat platform for loading. And then we need to take the fabric up and deliver that to the Tailor. And then finally, we need to start, you know, jumping forward a bit so that the Tailor is operational and we can get our 2 pallets of clothing. It is going to be a pretty close run thing. I'm wondering, because we're going to end up with some extra money, especially as part of the thing that we've got to do is we've got to bring the 2 pallets of clothing that we get from the Tailor. We have to have 2 pallets of clothing, but sell them. So we're going to end up with a little bit of extra money. So what I'm thinking is, regardless of what the next map would normally start with, I was going to go with whatever the starting machinery is on the map. I may change it a little bit. Not sure. I'll go and have a look and see what starting machinery there is there. I'm not even sure where I'm going to start yet. I may just change things around a little bit. I'm not sure. But the actual sum total of cash that we start off with, I think that we might take the sum total of cash that we've got from here. Like, I won't be selling off the Tailor or anything like that. It's just whatever little bit of money we've got left over after all of the other stuff that we've done. That is what we will start the next series with. So let's just unload all of this. We've got 1,500 tomatoes. Tomatoes always sell really slowly compared to everything else. Like, we had more strawberries than we did tomatoes by quite a long way. And they're all gone. And now the tomatoes are gone. So we've got 2,900. We could actually buy the Tailor right now. We have the money to go and do it right now. I'm not going to, because I have to get rid of all the silage. So yes, I did cut the traffic up there, but I am very much aware of being on the clock here. We are on the clock. We have got to make sure we do this right. So I need to get over here and pick up the second trailer that I want. Excuse me. So let's go into you and trailers. That's new. That's a new little one. Cool. It's from the update, I think. Trailer. That's the one I'm after. That one right there. So we want auto load for pallet configuration right there. And we will stick with no other changes. Buy for 9,000. Why is it 9? I thought it was 8,000 for this one. No, apparently it's 9. It's 8,000. Oh, it's 9,000 for that one. Right, anyway, it doesn't really matter. So I've got my new trailer. We can sell that second trailer straight back again once we've transported all bales and everything else. It's just we need it in order to be able to do this bit to start with. So that back trailer, we will load that one with pallets. And the front trailer, we will load with bales, I think. It's going to be the way that we're going to do this. So we'll bring you round this way. Yeah, I'm probably not following traffic laws quite as well as I should at the moment, but I'm in a bit of a hurry. Very, very much aware that I'm up against the clock, because I do not want to start the next series with a €5 million loan. I think possibly starting with €5 million in the hole is going to present massive difficulties. It's really going to stack the odds against us for being able to do just about anything. It's going to make it so much more difficult. And I really, really don't want that. I don't want things to be that difficult for us to start off with. Right, you are loading type Euro pallet, so that's fine. We can load that back one with pallets as soon as we get up there. We've got the greenhouse pallets that we want to load. There's the eggs that we want to load, and then there will also be some wool that we want to load onto it as well. And so when we get down here again, we will take in order. We'll go and deliver the wool first, because otherwise the wool will sell at the supermarket. So we're going to take the wool, and then we swing back round to the supermarket and sell the remainder of the eggs and the remainder of the greenhouse produce that can be sold at the supermarket. And then we take the trailer load of bales over to the animal dealer and sell those over there. Then come back, pick up the other trailer, the second trailer. And I might actually pick up, I think I will, I will pick up, no, we can do that with the final return journey. Because I think we'll only need to do 2 trips. See? It's quite slow going up here with these 2 trailers on. I thought it would be. I did think you would struggle a bit with 2 trailers on the back, but it's still going to be faster using 2 trailers to do this than it will be with 1. Because I think we need 2 trips. I think there's 3 trailer loads of bales that we need to move. So we got 1 trailer for pallets on the first trip down, and 1 trailer for bales. And then the second trip down is 2 trailers for bales. And then that's everything. We've taken care of everything then. We've sold all of the bales, which means that we've then got the space to go and put down the Tailor. This is... Why have you just stopped? That's on me, that is. It's my... I found out what's causing it. Why every now and then it slips out of auto drive cruise control. Why the cruise control slips out. It's because the pedals, it's nothing to do with the buttons on my main steering wheel, which I thought it was, which would be a little bit more concerning. It's actually the pedals. I think I just need to take them apart and possibly just make sure there's no dust wrapped around there that's causing them to stick a little bit, clean them a bit, inside, and maybe even put a little bit of oil in there as well, just to make sure everything is moving freely again. And I'm pretty sure that's it. You can also just alter the sensitivity in the game, but I would prefer to take it apart and just make sure everything is working all tickety-boo and hunky-dory, actually, if I can. Right. Am I going to be right with 2 trailer loads? So, no, there's more. So, I've got 1 trailer load there, another trailer load there, less another bale. And then I've got a trailer load there, less 2 bales. Plus 1 bale, so there's 2 there. And 1, and then I've got 7 bales left over. I've got an extra 7 bales of silage. Actually, seriously considering not selling 7 bales of silage in order to make sure that we can properly get through all of this. That might be a genuinely decent solution to make sure that we do get round everything properly. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to load all of these on first. So there's stage 1. Then we're going to take this one on round, and we're going to load those eggs, and we're also going to go up and we're going to load the wool that the sheep have got. Although I don't think it really matters about the wool, because I'm bringing fabric straight back, so the wool could always just wait. I might do that, actually. Very tempted to do that. Load that there. I could go and load a little bit. Well, no, I will take the wool down. I will take the wool down. We will do that. No, we're supposed to be trying to get as much wool processed as possible. So we will see if we can at least get this little bit of wool. It's really not worth the effort of loading up that tiny bit of honey. If we're going to do honey in the next map, we'll do it on a slightly larger scale than we've done here with that tiny, tiny little pallet there. Come on, you can do this. You've only got to get up round this hill. It's not that tricky a maneuver. We've done this many times before. Right, we'll bring you up to there, and there's 1 loaded. I need to go back round and get that next one, and then I need to put some silage bales on. I can't believe we're going to need to get an additional 7 bales there. This tractor is terrible with trying to brake anywhere. Right. Here we go. Okay. That pallet, that trailer is loaded. I won't pick up the honey there, but I will, if I can, drive past those chickens, and we will get just the last little pallet of eggs that's in there. I know why it's struggling. It's because it's putting the weight down on the trailer, which is pushing up the tractor, which is what's making it difficult. There, we got that last one on. And that's fully loaded now. It turned off by itself. Okay. So you're fully loaded. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to unhitch that trailer. So I'll bring you down here. Oop, steady, 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 steady. We need to be careful here. Right, so that one's going to go there, and I'm just going to unload that one there a minute. And then we can go into this one and... Right, why you enable auto load? Unload here. I don't get why he's got in... Oh, it does sometimes have issues. Tension belts. Why aren't you changing? It's because I've got 2 pallets. Because I've got those that other trailer over there. It's kind of messed it up, I think. This isn't good. This isn't good. I'm up against the clock here. If I don't do this, I'm just... Well, I can do this without selling the silage. I can technically do this without selling the silage. But I need the loading platform to be able to properly load the silage, and that's the bit that's making it difficult. Right, so I've got 20 out of 20 Euro pallets. Oh. I wonder if it's because the other... Like, it's saying Euro pallet there, 20 of 20. The other one looks like it's ghost-loaded pallets. It genuinely looks like it's got ghosts of pallets on it. So if I... Yeah, see, it says 13. Right there, so... Yeah, there we go. I unload here, and there's nothing to actually unload, but it had ghost pallets on it. Right, well, that's fine. So if I now go left-shift-Z... We tank, big bag pallets, big bags, Euro pallet, round bale 125s. And we can load 12 onto here. Well, we hope that we can load 12. But that doesn't always happen. So we're going to need to try and load some of them, and then we just move them further down. So I'm just going to go to there and load that lot. See, now it's saying round bale 6 of 6. So all I need to do is just bring that down to there like that and unload so that they're on the level, and then I go back up and I get another 6. Go over here and do it. Actually, those back there are the ones that we'll end up leaving behind, I think. So we'll go here and load those 6 like that, and then back up. And then come down here. And then we load the next 6 from down here. So now I've got those loaded. I've got all 12 loaded on there. And then I've got the next load over here. So I've got to put these on. And then I've got to get down to the bottom without crashing. All of that lot. Look at that. This is quite some load we've got on here. So I got 7 bales of silage that I am actually choosing not to sell. I'm just not going to sell them. We will hold on to them. Mainly because I don't think I've got time. Am I able to sell silage to the biogas plant without actually owning the biogas plant? We will find out. As that might be a way to at least sell the 7 bales of silage that we would otherwise have left over. Although it is still a trip up and down. It's just slightly less of a trip. But also, I mean, I don't think I can actually sell the rest of the silage. Okay, I am struggling to keep this tractor on the road at all at the moment because of the weight that we've got behind us, and like I'm pumping the brakes as we come down the hill, but it's still a struggle to keep this safe and on the road. Goodness me, this is really not easy. The way that he's trying to... Look at that. Look at it go. Whoop. Steady, 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 steady. Right. We're okay. We made it. That was actually quite worrying. We will keep going. Just slowly and steadily. He says, getting faster and faster as he goes. Maybe don't drive up on the pavement. I'm trying to be careful here. I'm still driving. I just need to have a drink. Still going. Alright, that's better. We'll go on this way. Can I Can't really drive into the spinnery very well with 2 trailers. It'd be better if I unhitched one of the trailers. So what we will do is we will unhitch a trailer. What we might have to do is just unhitch it here somewhere. Might be a better way of doing this. We'll do it over there, actually, in front of the spinnery, I think. So I'm going to go to that point right there, and I'm going to unhitch that trailer. Then I'm going to move forwards, and I'm going to unhitch that trailer there. Then we come out of there, and we back up. We go and get the other trailer. We go in. It's fine, we're allowed to do it because we're unloading, so when you're unloading, you generally do pretty much what you want. So we put the wool in there like that, and let's just have a look. So we've got in this one here, we've got 1,800 wool, which means that's going to turn into 900 fabric, which does mean that we've got 4 pallets of fabric that we're going to wind up with here. 4 pallets of fabric. That's actually really good. I'm pleased with that. Right, we need to come out here like this, and then let's... So we're just going to leave that trailer there for a minute, and we'll come back and we'll pick that one up in a second. I want to take these over and take them to the supermarket. But 4 pallets of fabric. If the fabric is used up at a 2-to-1 ratio, we will have enough there to supply the tailor and to be able to make any clothing that we want to make, which is excellent. That's ideal. That's what we want to do. So I'm also thinking plan 392. This is going to get me the money that I need to be able to buy the tailor. This will get me everything that I want. That one, 650 litres right there. It does 1,440 cycles per month. So I could fast forward things a little bit more. I've got 103,000 euros now. I could go and get the fabric that's there and take that with me back up to the top. And start the tailor processing. We'll do that in a minute. So, excuse me, person. Oops. I was trying to avoid the pedestrian and ended up trashing the car. It's probably not the best way to go about doing things. I'm going to reverse this one back over here, because what I'd like to do is I'd like to be able to get 4 pallets of fabric on there in a minute. We won't be able to do that straight away, but I also want to go and sell this trailer load of silage first. And basically selling any additional silage after this, I feel, is just a bonus. We were not really going to need to worry about it. Well, yes, I need to be able to sell one more load. If at all possible, but even that is still a bonus. We've got 102,000 at the moment, which is enough to get the tailor, and it'll be enough to power the things as well, so we can keep everything running. I could even shut off the greenhouses to save us a little bit of money, but I'm not going to go that far. The only thing that I am going to do is just speed time up a little bit now to 60 times, so that wool starts processing through, because I'd like that to get through to reach 1,000 so that we have a 4th pallet that we can take up, but I don't think that it's going to actually process enough before the end of the day. It's a little bit unfortunate. It means that we're going to have to skip another night before that one, you know, we've got all 4 pallets ready to take up to the top. We've sold everything else, so the silage is only going to increase in price from this point, I think. If we take a look at the silage there. Okay, it's not exactly... Well, it's pretty close. I nearly flipped the trailer over then. The silage is mostly just going to increase in price. There may be a slight fluctuation downwards, but it's unlikely because it's October now and the price does tend to rise until December. So even though it's saying down on the dealership thing, it's literally just going to be 1 or 2 euros difference in price. Generally, though, it will just keep pushing up rather than down, which is exactly what we want. So I am coming up through here fairly quick. I'm definitely against the clock. I'm definitely rushing. I don't want to start the next series with 5 million euro loan. That would be absolutely ridiculous. 7,800. So if we sell another 2 trailer loads, we will wind up with an additional 15,000 euros. Which means that we can start the next series with 25,000 euros in the bank. If I can get it down there and sell it in time, as well as get back up there and also get the other stuff back down the... We're literally just driving up down as fast as we can. I want a faster tractor. Something with a little more oomph to it. This is where I'm really up against it now. So I have in the past, on previous series, run the last 2 episodes slightly over. With one of them being about 35 minutes and the final episode being up to close to 50 minutes. So technically I could do the same again. I could do that, which would then push me to the 75 episodes limit. It would take me to my 75 episodes, although both episodes have technically gone on a little bit longer. And I'm actually, you know, this we could technically say that would be episode 76 if I hadn't put so much into other ones. So yeah, that kind of feels a little bit cheaty doing it like that. Maybe if it does come to that, I might take a partial loan. I'm hoping it won't come to that. So I've got bales of silage that are there ready to sell, and I could bring them down to get the extra 15,000. But I think at this point, that extra 15,000 is just that. It's extra. I don't need it in order to be able to get that Tailor. What I do want, though, is these 4 pallets here. I want 4 pallets because I don't know how much the Tailor actually takes. That's 760 on there. Oh, it made me visit it. Right. You can shut off. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go up and I'm going to go to sleep. Like that. That one's waiting down there. I walked back up the mountain. So we're going to sleep the night and we'll go on to the next day so that we can bring those up. Let's do this. Sleep. Seems like a bit of a waste. That's time the Tailor could be operating. That is definitely time the Tailor could be operating, but I think it's going to be alright. There, and I'll put that down to 5 times speed, so it's a little bit dark at the moment, but there's the 4th pallet. That's the one that I wanted. So if I bring this around... Actually, that's probably finished now. Wool, still 576. It's not going to do a full run. I'm going to let it cycle out, though. I am going to let that one cycle through. We've got that. We can afford to let it keep running. We can actually afford to do that. Let's back this one up over here. Like that. There, and... Right, loading the rest of them. Oh. With just one, it's only loading them like one at a time. It's doing it weirdly. Don't quite know why it's doing it like that, but anyway. It's fine. I don't know if there's a way to do that. Oops. I don't know, but yeah, the auto-load wasn't auto-loading continuously. It was doing it partially. I don't know if that's because of something I did or if it's just going to do that. Not really sure. We want to get back up there. I'm going to... Actually, I was thinking I would unload these and then load all of the silage onto the trailer and then build the Tailor, but I can't really do that. Ooh, I don't want to go this way. I'm never going to get up that hill. I can barely get up the other hill when it's empty. Never's a very, very long time. Looks like we're trying to get up this hill. With 4,000 litres of fabric on. I'm just not going to do it, am I? I'm going to be here forever trying to do this. We can still do the kind of the wiggle up the mountain if we need to. The other option is we go up the road the other way. Rather than going up that steep hill and then we try and cut in around the top. That's a long way round. It might be our best option, though, considering this. This is painfully slow. I have been cutting some of this out. I'm very tempted just to cut this out. I can't really. It's not right, is it? Let's have some light. Where does the map take us? We'll do it with this map. Right. Wow, that is a long way. Okay, we're not going to follow the road all the way round up to the top because that is just, it's going to take too long. So instead we will go up to up our normal route. Is just going to take a bit longer. We will try and wiggle up the grass if we can. Wonder if I can get through the trees over there. Never actually tried that. That's what we're going to try. We're going to try and go through the trees over there. Because the bit that we want to end up at is lower than where our house is up the top anyway. So maybe... No, we got a little bit of a run-up going up here. And then we'll come up this way. Drive through the trees. Through here. Yes! Why didn't we do this before? Because there's still a bit of a steep line over there that we've got to get up. Let me go over this way. I'm still climbing the hill. I'm just getting a bit more speed. And then we can go along the ridge here. Go on. The engine sound is a lot more promising. Our big problem up here is I'd like to build the Tailor, and I'd also like to load the silage. And the two of them are not necessarily going to be mutually beneficial or compatible even. It's going to cause us problems. Unless I can build a larger flat. That's not going to be a big enough area to build the Tailor in anyway, I don't think. We'll bring this one up here. I could sell off the greenhouses at this point. But I don't want to do that either. Okay, so we've gotten this far. We have the money, so we're going to build the Tailor. That's going to be our next thing. So we're going to go to production. We've got factory right there. And grain mill, it's 100,000 for the Tailor's shop. And it's right there. It's 100,900. There's the delivery point over there. It's 800, 900. It's about as good as we're going to get it if we go up here. Oh, it's only 102,000 if I do it over here. Which is actually a lot less than I thought it would be. That is considerably less than I thought it would be. So we could even just bring that down a little bit, and then we maintain our level area. And if I bring that down there, put that one there like that. I think it's going to be alright doing it there. Put that one in there. Excellent. Right, I've got 7,000 left. I've now got the Tailor. I'm going to take that pallet of fabric. I'm just going to unhitch that pallet of fabric right there a second. I'm going to move over here, and this is where we're about to find out what we need for that Tailor. Actually, we can have a look right here. Clothes. 2 to 1. It is 2 to 1. At least I did guess that bit right. I figured it was 2 to 1. I think I actually worked that out beforehand, and made some kind of assumption on the prices of stuff and so on. But anyway, 2 to 1 on there. This is absolutely perfect. I don't need to get any more, which means that we can actually shut this one down. I can deactivate that. The greenhouses, we don't need those anymore. Although we can just take the greenhouse stuff down to the supermarket when we want to head down there. What I need right now is I need this to unload right here. There. The fabric is going to go there. Now, I really hope that the game doesn't do that thing where it very occasionally it will put 1 litre less. Which is exactly what it's gone and done. Ooh. There is another way that we can do it. There is another way that we can do it. Fabric, change output mode. Not selling, distributing. We will just do it like that. Because that should be 4,000 litres there. I brought up 4,000 litres, so I'm changing that to distributing. That, I feel, is within the bounds of being reasonable. So I got that one there. Activate. Yes, it costs 240. It does 1,080 cycles per month. We need that to run fast and quickly. Right, so how are we doing for time? I'm going to take 2 trailer loads of silage to the animal dealership, and then I will come back up here with 1 trailer, and that will be the last thing that we do. So you right here, I need to unload the invisible pallets, and then change this to round bales. Load them on like that, and then we just shunt them back down here and unload them again so that they're on the level. Because I thought that it was originally it was the weight of the trailers, and quite a few of you also thought the same, and it's a reasonable assumption to make that it would be the weight that was restricting us and causing us the problems. And it turns out that it's not actually the weight at all. It is indeed loading on a slope. That was what was causing us the problem. Just loading on a slope. Right, so there's all of them. I can bring that one down here like this and unload there on the level. And do the same over here. Load up. Bring it down again. Unload, and we do this once more, and we get this lot in. There. And then I can unload those down here. So, actually, all I need to do here, they're still loading. That's fine. Undo those straps and put them down there, and then I get the other trailer, and we will load that one up as well, and then we can take this lot to the animal dealership while we start fast forwarding time a bit so that the other one, actually we can start time going faster now. I'm going to put that on 60 times speed. There's literally nothing else we need to do at this point. So because I have sold everything else off, we're going to sell these bales of silage. We'll leave the other bales of silage for the new owner coming in. That is something that I've decided that I'm going to do. I will allow the new bales of silage for the new owner that's coming in. Because the trailer over there is in range, that's why it only loads one at a time. When there's another trailer in range, it only loads one at a time instead of having the auto load on continuous, which is a really cool safety feature, and it stops you from taking product from the other trailer and loading it onto your first trailer. And I think that is an awesome little bit of scripting there, because that's always a bit of an issue with auto load trailers, is the way that they steal from each other. Not happening with these. Okay, let's back you round here. And there we go. Right. Okay, clothes, storing, 32 litres has gone through, 4,200 there. Wool, that's distributing. I can actually turn that one off now. Oh, it's inactive. I didn't even need to turn it on. So that one's inactive, that one's staying as it is. So we've just got this one to wait to run through, but I also have this load that I want to take over to the dealership. I'm going to leave it on 60 times speed, and we're going to wait for 2 pallets to go through, which is 2 months worth. So it's going to be January before those two... Alright, well, in which case we'll go to 120 times speed, shall we? I think 120 times speed would be alright. This is going to be January. It's going to be the beginning of January before we've got 2 pallets there. This is going to be tricky, getting down this hill with these 2 trailers. Once I've done this, once I've sold this load over at the dealership, the next thing I will do is, on my way back, I will sell the rear trailer at the... So we're going to sell these at the animal dealership, and then I will come back, and at the machinery dealership, I will sell the back trailer, and then get back up the hill for the final time, where I will load up the 2 pallets of clothing and any other pallets of stuff that I can take with me to sell. I will sell all of the chickens straight from the house there and then, and I will also sell the sheep as well. The rest of the machinery and so on, we won't sell that off, the tractor and stuff that's left. I'm not going to sell that off. I'm actually going to leave it. That will go for the next farmer. I think that the amount of money that we will have by that point will be quite a substantial amount to be going on to the next map with. So I don't really think that we need to be selling that off. And I will take a look at the values at the end of this and see how much I think we should be starting the next series with, and whether or not it's a bit too much to be starting a hardcore series with or not. I know that some of you did quite like the start of the Boulder Canyon series where I literally had nothing, but I won't be starting the next series with doing it like that. We will be starting with something. I don't really feel that it's necessary to start with absolutely nothing at all. I think it is just going to end up making it unnecessarily tedious for the beginning episodes, so we don't want to go doing that. 84,000 litres of silage right here. This is going to be a bit of a trip. It's actually not too bad. Once we get round this roundabout, it's a straight run. I'm just having more coffee. Yeah, I'm first. I have right of way. The highway code specifically states you should use your size and weight to force others off the road. At least I think it does. Somewhere towards the back, maybe. I'm sure it does. It's got to be in there somewhere, because it seems like the only sensible thing to do. If you're bombing along a road with a load like this, I've got 84,000 litres of silage here. If you're racing along a road with something like this, and someone else comes along and thinks that they can just, like, stop you from moving, nah, sorry, sunshine. You're having a laugh. That ain't happening. And I am technically supposed to stop and skip the night, but I'm not going to, just because we don't actually need to. And we can pretend that I have stopped and skipped the night. It's not really going to make any difference for gameplay purposes, especially as I'm now on 360 times speed to go through the night. I can work up until 8 o'clock in the evening anyway, so I'll just run this at 360 times speed until we get to our destination. And then we can... Actually, I suppose I could jump up to the Mahindra, and we'll do it like that. I'll leave this one here. Go to the Mahindra. We will slow that down to 120 times speed again. And I've just moved the Mahindra down next to our house. It's a lively little vehicle, this one. So then I've got a quick, easy way to jump up here to the house. And then we can sleep, like we're supposed to. There. So we're not working through the night, we're not driving around, we're not causing problems for anybody. I think that is absolutely fine. So there is November, and if we take a look in here, clothing, we've got 531 litres so far with our clothing. January, that goes through. I was wondering whether or not I should top up the chickens and the sheep before we sell them, but that's really, we don't want to be doing that. It's just kind of like a waste. The wheat that will be left over in the silo from the chickens, that will be left for the next farmer. Same with the hay that is left for the sheep. The animals we will sell. The hay, the various bits of food, there's a few bales of silage left behind as well, so he can choose to either sell all of that, or he can take it and use it for his own animals that he buys once he, you know, moves in, and so on. So if I bring this one up here, I want to, first up, so I want to go there, we want to change, and we want to unload this front trailer like that. There is 8,781 there, and then 8,782 on that one, which gives us a grand total of 17,500, which is more than I thought I would get. I got 25,000 euros right now. I'm about to go and sell the back trailer of these two. I'll take this over to the dealership. So that second trailer is now going to be sold. I'm sort of thinking that we should just have it here for the... I wonder if I can do this while I'm driving. Let's see. We'll put cruise control on. Like that. And then I will very quickly go in here and do this. I'm going to have to be quick. That one. Sell. Yes. Okay. Our dealership is absolutely incredible. They were actually able to come and take delivery of a vehicle while it was driving along a road. They successfully jumped on the back of our moving trailer, unhitched it, and took it away without leaving any gouges in the road and without slowing us down at all. Now, that is what I call efficiency. Yes, we'd have gotten slightly more if we'd actually taken it over to the dealership, but genuinely, I feel that they have earned their extra little bit of commission on that one, because that was some pretty slick moves. And yeah, we cannot help but be impressed with that. That was pretty slick. I'm seriously impressed. All I got to do now is get back up to the top of the hill, and we've got to sell the clothes. I'm going to leave this on 360 times speed now. I'm not going to bother stopping to skip the night. We will just keep going. I've got a timer going here, which is telling me roughly how much time that I've got left, and I think I am good for about another 7 minutes. About another 7 minutes of gameplay. I'm going up this way. I think I've got roughly 7 minutes left. Something like that. 7 or 8 minutes to go. So we're right up against the wire on this one as to whether or not I'm going to be starting the next series with the most ridiculous loan ever. I really hope that I don't. If I do have to start the next series with a 5 million euro loan, the 32,000 euros that I've got right there in my pocket at the moment are really, really going to help us. Because of plans that I've got for how my schedule is going to run over the next couple of weeks, this episode, if it does, like if it would, you know, normally run into an episode 76, I will still do a longer episode. It could end up being more than an hour long. If that's the case, I will hold my hand up and say, yes, it should have been 76 episodes. But I've got a set schedule that I want to work to on this, so it'll still be 75 episodes. It's just because the last one would have gone over so far, I will admit that, yes, that was actually 76, and we will start the next series with the penalty. I'm really, really hoping that we don't need to do that. We may get away with it. It's December the 1st at the moment. All I got to do is get back up the hill so that I can have things loaded. And then I can very quickly skip to January. And then I've got to get back down the hill, and I can run down the hill here rather than having to go the slightly longer route. Which, again, will make things slightly easier. Round we go. Definitely seems to... I had great plans for building a separate track up through here, which I never got round to, did I? One of the rules that I have decided to make for myself for the next series, which I did talk about previously, was not being allowed to buy machinery unless I've got shed space to put it in. And I'm going to stick to that one. That one I am going to stick to. If I don't have shed space for it, I ain't buying it. It's not happening. Shed space is all important in our next series. Right, we don't want to flatten the battery, so we'll leave that one there. We've got loads of eggs coming up. What do we like for... I've got almost no food left for those poor chickens. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go up here and we're actually going to sell chickens off now. So we'll go in here. And... oh, no. There. Sell that dude for 17 euros. These... I need to bring that all the way up. We want to go like... click that all the way up to like 100. It'll be a lot easier to sell them off quick. Oops. 60. Alright, well, I'll do 60 then. Yep. How high can we go with that one? 60. I didn't realize that you could just go backwards by one and it would do the right amount. I wonder if you can do that with buying them. Sell that one. Sell for 1,200. See, I'm not getting a huge amount for these. Take that down to... oh, it does. It does. It actually goes up to a block of 60 animals. Right. I've gone all the way through December. I'm also going to... actually, we can skip the night now. And then we can go and sell off the sheep. So the chickens have now been sold. We will skip. And then we want to sell sheep. We'll sell all of the sheep. I've only got a few minutes left. I'm really up against it here. Snow is on the ground. I don't necessarily want snow being on the ground. I've got quite a bit of wool there. The wool, I'm just going to be selling all of that to the supermarket this time round. Although, with the sheep, we're down to 460, 968. I could leave those. No, we're not going to leave them any longer. It's time to sell them off. We will just sell them off. Right, so I'll go in here. That lot right there, sell. Yep, and... you lot there, sell. Yeah, okay. So we get quite a bit for the sheep. That's quite nice, that is. There's a nice lot of money coming in there for the sheep. And then you right here. That's those. These are 1,000 apiece. Okay. Right, that's all the sheep sold. We've got some pallets of wool up here that we want to get rid of. And... that's everything else done down there. I want to check on this. So the clothing there, 709 stored. We've got one pallet down there that's ready to go. I want to sleep again. I'm thinking I might actually take the Mahindra to the next map as well. I think that could be quite cool, having that one with us. So we will sleep now until January. This should be it. And I'm right up against... I'm so close on the time on this one. There's more snow coming down. This is going to make life difficult for me getting off of this mountain, isn't it? This is definitely going to... This is making things more difficult for me. This is not helpful. How are we doing with our clothing? 151 litres is material missing in there, so I can deactivate that one. Alright. I need to go and get everything loaded up now. So first we will go and get the pallets down here. There's 2 pallets of clothing, which I've somehow got to get. Down over here. Very elegantly done. Round bale. I need to unload phantom bales. And then we need to change square Euro pallet right there. Like that. And load those 2 up. Right. 2,000 clothes. I've done it. I've actually got the clothes. They're here ready to sell. Haven't completely done it yet. I've still got to load these other things. Everything that we take now is going straight to the supermarket to sell. So I'm going to load that lot on there. Let's just do that a minute. And there. Okay, I've got all strawberries here, and these are the cheap ones. We don't necessarily want to have these. So I think instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to unload this lot. And I'll go and get everything else that I can first, because it's money, and we've got 1 trip. We can take 1 trip now. And also, let's slow time down. It's the end of the day. We'll go with 1 time speed. So if I unload everything a minute... I really didn't want to do it like that, but still, never mind. And I'll load it back on like that. Just take those. I'm going to get the eggs, and I'm going to get the wool, and then I'll come back down. We'll load tomatoes, and then the last thing we load will be any strawberries that are left over. So we'll take the eggs right there. And there's a little tiny bit of honey up there. I'm not going to get the honey. I'm going to leave the honey. The honey is a little gift for the next farmer moving in. Let's move on to you. There. And then I can swing back round and go and get that. So I'm 62,000 euros. That's a lot of money. It's probably a little bit too much to be starting the next series with. I might end up taking the money and using it to, like, buy the starting land or something, and see what the value of the starting land is, and then take that off of the money that we've got. This land here, I suppose I could add a little bit to the value. I'm not sure. It's a hardcore series. I don't want to start the next hardcore series with too much money, because it kind of stops being all that much of a hardcore series if you start with too much money. On the other hand, money in a hardcore series is very quickly spent, as we have found out. We know this from past experience. So I'm going to load tomatoes right here. Like that. And that is... Oh, I see. It's loading it one at a time. It's not loading anymore. That is everything. That is everything that I can load. And we've got 2 pallets of clothing. Okay. What I'm gonna do is, if I have to start with this ridiculous loan, and it does actually look like, unfortunately, I'm gonna go over my time limit. Only by a little tiny bit. Like, it is just a small amount that I'm going over my time limit, but I am over my time limit by the look of it. So it looks like I was unable to do it in 75 episodes to do it fairly. Like, I could say, you know, it's 75 episodes because I've done you know, 2 slightly longer ones. But no, I said I wasn't going to do that. So it does actually look like, although we get free landscaping and we get free fences, free landscaping and free fences also includes free building of grapevines and olives, but I won't be doing olives and grapevines in the next series, so that doesn't matter. That's not going to make any difference to anything. But technically I could build those for free as well if I wanted to, but no, I won't be doing that. But because we have gone over, I can't, in good conscience, say, no, I haven't gone over. It does look like I will be starting the next series with a €5 million loan, but nothing to show for it, apart from whatever we get from this. I was thinking about, you know, maybe reducing that money down a little bit, but because we're starting with a €5 million loan, I'm going to say that whatever money we get here from selling these clothes and everything else is our kind of what's left over from our €5 million loan. We went off gambling or something equally stupid, and we lost most of it. And so this is why we're sort of stuck the way that we are. January. So price isn't that, it's 2,800. It could be 3,800, and clothing as well. Where is the clothing? So we can find it. Fabric. Where's the clothing? Have I gone past it? Fabric. Chocolate planks. Manure. Digestate. Where is clothing? Silage. Grass. Jeez. Literally right next to it! Open your eyes for it. 6,300. 7,600. Right, it's nowhere near what the best price would be, but, you know, January, we're wanting to sell up and move now, and I was kind of like planning to be doing, we could go on a little bit longer. I could stay just and get a slightly better price for this if I wait until February. Could do that. I've already got the ridiculously expensive, I've got the loan, so getting a little bit more. You know what, no, we're not going to. It's the beginning of January, we're supposed to be leaving, so we're going to be leaving. We're going to do this as we said we would, so I'm going to sell everything off now. We've got the eggs, we've got wool, we've got fabric, we've got everything here all on this trailer. This is where the series ends. The very last load right here. So we'll light this up a bit so that we can see what we're doing. Look at that. That's fantastic. And we'll bring it in here at 1646, January the 1st, where the farmer that is always on time, they wanted us to deliver this this time of year, so that's what we're doing. We're going to bring that back around there. And the wool is selling, and there goes the fabric. That's already sold. The eggs. Strawberry. There's more strawberries at the top, actually. But it's really cold, so they're frozen. They're fine. There goes all of the eggs. And pretty much everything else as well. So we've got 85. Yeah, we're not getting any more than that. There we go. We have exactly 86,000. That's a really easy number to remember. We got 24,303 from selling those products. We have exactly 86,000 euros. Unfortunately, I have gone over time. I can clearly see that. So I have to start, although I get the free landscaping and fences, I will have to start the next series with a €5 million loan. But I do have 86,000 euros to be able to start off with as well. So we will start. I will start on the easy setting so that whatever the map starts me with, the machinery and so on that's there, plus the land, any buildings and so on, we will start with all of that. That will be our starting capital and so on. Which is essentially us selling the farm up here that we own. This bit up here, if we have a look at farmland, we own that. Now, that's worth €250,000. So we own all of that, plus we've got these various other bits and pieces here. So we're selling that and we're buying the next farm. We've had an issue with, going and losing a load of money gambling, which is why we've only got 86,000 and we've got a €5 million loan. So we will start with that, but we will have 86,000 in the pot to be able to start us off with, which is going to offset, I feel, the enormous costs that €5 million loan is going to end up costing us. But anyway, that's all we got time for. That's it. We are done. I'm actually going to not go to that one. I'm going to go up here and just have a little look at our farm one final time. So we've got the silo over here. We got 17,000 litres of wheat in there. There's a little bit of wheat left in there. The greenhouses down here. There's a few bits there. The Tailor was built. We did actually do that. There's a few bits of machinery left over. I've had a lot of fun doing this series, but it's definitely time to be moving on, isn't it? So, if you've enjoyed the episode, or if you've enjoyed the series altogether, I completely forgot. We've got a grass roller over there. I could have sold that one as well. How much would that one get us? That might take us up to 90,000. And I got another trailer and so on. 86,000. 86,000, that's what we're starting with. Anything else goes to the next farmer. So if you've enjoyed the episode, or if you've enjoyed the series as a whole, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.